Alright, so the new character's here. Let's try to pull her. I I don't know if I'm gonna have enough to pull her in this video, so there might be a cut while I pause this video and connect it to when I buy more call the Demiurge to actually pull her. So okay, we get a 200 mithril, and an extra 100. So yeah, so it should be 1,000 pulls. No, sorry, 700 pulls for the next 7 days. So pull this out of the way. Oh wait, I still have a bunch of gems. I might be able to use that. All I need is one for her for now. But let me grab these really quick. And I'll turn the sound back on the game so you can hear it. Okay, so recruit Demiurge Luna. How crazy would be if I get her off of the free? I doubt it, but let's see. How good is my luck today? Nope. Okay. I kind of figured that. That's actually kind of loud. Bring it down. All right. So we have enough for 500, just up what I have. So we'll see. But I do have a bunch of gems still left over, so let's see what happens. Hopefully I don't have to go into my gems. Ooh, on the first one? Oh, bro, tell me it's on the first one. Let's come on, come on. Tell me it's in the first 10. That'd be so crazy. No, no, no. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Yes, bro. On my first 10. That's crazy. The new Ibanez. I don't know what the heck that means. All right, all right. Well, let's see if we can pull her again off of the next 400. Maybe we'll get enough by sheer miracle to get her to rank 5. I mean, 5 stars, I mean. Nope. I need 2 more. Ooh, come on. Give me that luck, boy. I already pulled her. Come on. Tell me I have great luck today. Oh, I pulled her. I already have her 6 stars, so it's gonna. Whatever. Okay, come on. Off banners. Crazy. Alright. 2 more. Nope. What about 1 more? Just, just give me one. 1 more. And nothing. Okay. Anyways, I mean, we pulled her off our first 10, so I mean, that I can't complain about that. We'll do this while we're here, anyways. Crazy, because literally yesterday I pulled, um, man, we got a bunch more now. I had her on Ava, and I pulled her off with just the one free recruit, so I was hella happy about that. But let's see. Of course, we have our original Stella, Este, Brooklyn, Vlada. We we have Beth, we have Delta, and we have Luna now. We have a bunch of targets for now. When I, when at least when I started the game, it was when we didn't have all these. I think we just had up to Mona and Ava. Nope, 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 nope. My bad. And it was when here we go, Dahlia. Her name. It was when we had her as the banner. But let's see. Oh, actually, first we get the transcendence. I'm gonna do it this way because I have this stuff. Let's get her to 100. Okay. Let's get her to rank 6. What the heck? Oh, I don't know how I did not see her. And then, let's see, shield of light. Griffin. Wait, she has the Star of David in the background? Look at that. She has the Star of David in the background. Interesting. Okay. I'm saving that for her. Why did she give me like Saber from Fate vibes? Alright, so let's give her King Wisdom. Let's see, Bronze Talents of Plan. With that, her. Let's see what the faces look like. Let's see. She smells like that one. That was not so bad. I feel like that one too. Between that one and that one, I think I kind of like the Embarrassment one more. So we'll go with that. Alright, let's get her skills. Start receiving damage, increase attack. Uh, till White Knight. Wait, they changed it. I thought it was Eternal Knight. They changed the name to Polar Knight. Interesting. Okay. The fewer allies present, the greater the damage the bearer deals. Hmm. So she wants to be the last one on there? Okay. Well, let's get these up super quick. I don't know if I have enough actually. I'll just upgrading more of the characters. I wish there was. It would let to just go to max off the bat. It's always annoying. All right, so let's look at her skills again and see. Well, let's see. Let's look at her info. She is a mage. Action points and increases type for 10. Some here go. Defense is where she sucks ass. Oh yeah, look at her defense. Not even hitting 4 digits. Not a bad base defense attack. Hmm. Let's see. Compared to the other characters, I'm gonna, oh, well, I don't think the stars really don't really mean much right now. Let's see. Cool. 1004, 1008. I guess it does a little bit. Even with she's fully starved and she's still. But we need to get her to 6 stars, of course. Any Demiurge unit needs to be 6 stars. That's kind of just a given. I mean, especially doing double damage on our skill 3. That's crazy. And then on top of that, you also get 30% penetration. Um, I mean, I guess she she does invulnerability. I think it's for herself. If I attack him with elemental advantage, granting vulnerability for 1 turn. So that's for her. Attacks on for each target reduces cooldown for attacks all enemies and for each target reduces skill cooldowns of 1 turn, increases parity by 25%. Ignores 30% of the target's offense along with 30% penetration is crazy. Deals increased damage. Attacking okay. Okay. Changes the current state of White Knight to Pearl Knight and gains an extra turn. Increases the duration of all bullets that the caster has by 1 turn. For each form grants a unique persistent effect. Increases caster priority by 20%. Increases attack by 30%. She's she's gonna be playing whack-a-mole with all these other characters, and when you're playing again in any form of the game, I don't know. To me, she sounds like she'd be a great character in an arena, but we're gonna see. I feel like for her, I would want her to have just. I mean, we need to get her defense up. Her defense completely sucks. But at least the way that I be playing, or I've been playing, I mean, I would pair her up personally uh, with her. That way she can give her that this barrier. I think it's according to her. Okay, that's a barrier to all heroes with two. I think the barrier is depends on how much life she has. I haven't gotten her with good gear for health yet. Kind of whatever gear is, but I mean, I've still been able to get her over 41. I mean, put that on her. I think she'll go crazy. Let's see. She's gonna want a bunch of attack, in my opinion. Let's see. I don't think I have one extra one for attack, but by the equipment I have right now, I think she's gonna have to use a crit chance anyways, because I don't think I have anything that would get her crit chance all the way up to 100. Let's see. Goes up 6%. That's not much. Well, we'll see. There's only one there. All right. So, all right. Let's look at what gear. I mean, you can use the attack. Her skill also talks about if was it this one? Which one was it? I feel like the wordings on these are different than what I just read on the notes. I mean, definitely the names are different, but even something like this, I feel like it's different than what I remember reading. So she attacks all enemies, attacks an enemy, mm, ignores the 30% of the defense. Okay, so let's see what at least I'm looking at what gear I personally have. I can't say with possibly the best gear ever when if I don't have everything myself. But and increases damage by 10% of the target's attack. When attacking, increases damage by 10% of the target's attack. So the stronger they are, the stronger we get. Um, Reduce cooldowns, inflict stun, basic attacks, thick bleeding. Hmm. I think this would be the best for her. Just doing more damage, and I mean, if they're stronger, we get stronger. I actually think that this one's actually not a bad one. Oh, yeah, this one's alright. I mean, if that was just one more, that'd be great. I don't really care about these ones too much. I don't know. So for at least for me, from what I think, thumping knuckle dusters are gonna be the best for her. Just something do more damage. I mean, she is a mage, but I mean, inflicting bleeding and inflicting whatever the other one was, bleeding. There was another one, stunned. I mean, I guess you can go with those if you really wanted to, but I don't know. Going straight more damage seems more the style of the character. But I mean, just their skills. I mean, it was just more damage, 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 more damage. I mean, there's nothing that changed in the like actual description of her skills. So just screw it. More damage, more damage. Sounds right up her alley. We're not doing debuffs, so that doesn't matter. Increase attack by 8% at the start of a turn. This might be a great one because you want her to last longer in the game, and she just gets stronger as more times go by. And damn, this one has an extra 78% like stacked on top of that. Actually, it's crit damage and speed, crit chance, Oh, this one gives her a little bit of defense. Effectiveness is not great. I like the. I mean, this one the. We're not gonna get an extra attack percentage down here because it's already on this one. But crit chance, crit damage, maybe some speed, but I mean, giving her some defense would be great. And again, this is just me going off of what I have. Search and Destroy has a 80% chance to increase. Well, this probably becomes. I think that's 40% crit chance added. Crit hit chance with 2.5% instead of turn max 6 stacks, and I don't think that's worth it. It has a chance to increase attack by 30% for one turn at the start of battle. We can probably switch that to 100%. Um, this, I don't know. For one turn, we did that one. Dies anyway. We're not doing that. Putting a prism grants a barrier to the caster when hit. 40% attack only once per turn. What, once per turn? And granting a barrier, well, I mean, that would be great. Instead of adding more defense, just give her a barrier. But I mean, 40% attack, we can get her to. I mean, at least a 7,000 attack. You're talking about like what, a 3,000 hit barrier? I mean, it's not gonna absorb most characters' hits. I mean, especially if you're talking about arena. I mean, most people are gonna be doing at least 10k, but I mean, giving me down from 3k, bringing it down to 7. mm, That's still that's still a good thing. That 3,000 might save you, But I mean, at least for me, for it to have an effect in this, it's not. This is not gonna be worth it for me. Queen of Prism. Mm, okay, this one is crit damage, crit chance, some health, some speed, and some defense. Okay, in my opinion, you can go with either Queen of Prism to get rid of that barrier to help. This actually might. Let's see. Blue and health. Breakthrough. Okay. Let's say we got this. Look at that. Granting a barrier of 80% of attack whenever she gets hit, and once per turn. I mean, you're talking about if we're getting, like I said, 40% was 30. We're talking about like maybe a 6,000 um, hit barrier getting once every single turn. That's nothing to scoff at. If they're heading for minimum of 10k, that means you essentially are they're only getting hit for four. That's a huge uh, amount of block that you're doing. So I feel like you can go either way. You can go Queen of Prism, or you can do Momentum Mori, increasing her attack by 8% at the start of each turn. I mean, you're eventually after 5 turns, you're getting her up to 40% extra attack on top of this. So you're like really getting almost 100 and what 110, 120% attack bonus just from wearing this. Or if you want to do Queen Prism and getting that barrier every time to offset her defense being so crappy, that's not a bad thing either. But I would personally would want to find one that has attack for this slot. But at least for me, for what I have, I'm going to be using Momentum Mori. Um, see, like I said, we're getting at least a 7,000. It's at least for me is what usually I seem to be getting my characters at about 7,000. 175 speed. I mean, I would want her defense to be at least 2,000 and maybe a little bit more health. Um, see, so special gear, we can throw her a crit chance. Says this figures I'm not gonna have a good crit chance on her. That works. I mean, essentially, we're going. I mean, it's not 100%. It's not even at least 90%. But same thing. Eventually, I'll get some better gear to put on her because I feel like this is a character that I'm always gonna keep geared up. There's only very few characters that I keep geared with my presets. This is all the characters I keep geared up at all times. 8 characters. But she's gonna be another one. Um, I think on this there was one that was definitely can get her. Yeah, so I rather have that. Get a little bit more defense, but I don't feel it's worth it. If anything, and then here we can add. Actually, I can enhance it at least to 5. All right, cool. I don't know if I have. Yeah, I have 4 attacks. And then we'll just add a defense for the end. The last one for now. I like to keep them all the same just because it helps with my OCD, but I mean, you can really add these however you really want, depending on what your character needs. Let's see, 7,000 attack, a tiny bit more defense. Personally, I would, like I said, I would want her to have at least 2,000 defense and at least 10,000 health. Because I feel like that's like baseline with your characters only. Like they are meant for like more attack and like that's when you need to get them. But I mean, transcending them, I don't even have enough right now. But I feel like once she's 6 stars, that's give or take what she's gonna be at. And even with I have now, I feel like she's doing good. Um, how does it go down? I feel let's see, Ray. Yeah, okay. There's something I'm not understanding here because and Ray are like have the best, my best attack gear. So I feel like her numbers should have gone up instead of down. I see a bunch of. Oh, I guess because it's not because of these. Maybe that's why. But let's look at. I'm looking just out of curiosity. Looking at my best gear for her at least. I mean, being almost 8,000, that's nothing to to scoff at. I seen 2,000 still. This is where I feel like she needs more help in. Mm. But I can't. I mean, I'm just talking in circles at this point. So this is for what I have. It's best for her. But in your play testing and what you have personally might be something completely different. So, and I mean, all depends on how you want to build her too. This is in more in mind of I'm gonna make her do a crap ton of damage, and hopefully my other characters can protect her. Um, because I mean, usually Stella, Nella, and now Naja tend to be like my mainstays and my main team. So Nella, I feel like alone will probably protect her, if not Naja putting the her barrier on her. But she definitely needs some help in the defense and health area. But she definitely seems like she will do a lot of damage. At base 3, getting her to 7,000 is a lot for me too. Because I mean, right now we're looking at a 10% upgrade, and if at 6 you're doing a 30% upgrade, and you're doing double damage and 30% penetration on top of that. Let's see, at 16%, it goes up by about 100. If we do the math on that, if 6% takes her up to by 100, um, okay, 300. She will probably be around at 6 stars, at least for my character. She'll probably be around 7,500 if she's going up about the same amount of points every time by doing the math on this. But we'll see. Um, I might make a video looking comparing her stats from base 3 to fully 6 starred, but that's if I can get her 6 starred here fairly quickly. I will be play testing her and seeing if I like her and she does become a mainstay for my team. I know I was using her base Nella for a while. I did like her, but when Naja came out, she definitely took over her spot. But hopefully this. Oh, look at her. They changed her hair color. I didn't even notice that. She's a pink instead of blonde now. But we'll see. I'm really hoping she's really, really good. I do want to keep her in my mainstays, but Until then, deuces.